All right, hey guys, Troy and Dale here again from Hard Rock Rewind. Thanks again for joining us for another reaction video. We just watched Ever Dream, just reacted to that, track 5 of Nightwish's 2013 Wacken performance. We're doing the whole series of the whole concert. This is our review of that song, Dale. So once, just a bit of a premise to that song. This Ever Dream song was the main single, I believe, of their 2002 album, Century Child. Original singer for this one was Taya back then. I haven't heard that song before, but yeah, look, another cracking. Pretty much sounds like it was an A minor, the most of that tune, but it was amazing, and they definitely saved the best for last with the double kick at the end. And man, Floor's voice is just—it's out of this world, man. It's crazy.
Yeah, well, I guess what I wanted to do is throw back to you,
Yeah,
because you are a singer, you are a vocalist, and
yeah.
man, I was hearing some things in there that that don't make sense to me as a guitar
Her.
player. It's just insane. So I guess one,
Mm.
what kind of preparation would you need to do to deliver at that level, that kind of a vocal performance? And two, how consistently do you think you could deliver that? So what frequency per week if you're on a tour? Because I think we saw at the beginning was, what was it, 570 odd days that tour went for. Yeah, just your
Like a year
thoughts
and a
on that,
half or
mate,
something. Yeah.
as a vocalist. Yeah.
I, I think nowadays, we've spoken obviously with in-ears. I think that would be huge. It's a huge bonus now because I remember watching, because you can hear stuff. You can obviously. I've yet to. I don't use in-ear monitors when I gig.
Yeah.
But I'm predominantly playing solo acoustic. So anyway, so there's really no need, unless I'm on a huge stage where I kind of, speakers are far away. But I think now with bands, you can be able to get sing a lot better because you can actually hear yourself. They obviously had their own mix of what they heard. I remember watching just a quick one about how he would deal with this back in the 80s or the 90s. Like, I watched an interview with Oni Logan, singer for Lynch Mob, on their Wicked Sensation tour, and he was like, dude, I had to, like, there's no in-ears back then. It was just a floor, wedges on the floor. And he's like, I couldn't even walk on the left-hand side of the stage in front of George's area with his guitar, because his guitar and he's coming out of his amps was like off the charts loud. He's like, I couldn't even hear myself. So I'd hang back either in the center or on the bass side to even just be able to hear myself. So I don't know how those dudes even used to be able to do that back in those days, when now everything you've got geared. But man, she is just a phenomenal singer. I don't know. Her technique's flawless. She is. I'd be curious to, honestly, by no means that is this a burn or anything. I'd be curious to see how much editing the DVD has had in post, as far as like maybe fixing up things or maybe, some auto tuning here and there, because I dare say she is pretty much spot on. It doesn't sound like there's a whole bunch that, I could be wrong, but she sounds like she's just hitting that live, and just phenomenal, man. Her technique's phenomenal. How she even gets up in her chest, she's hitting all that chest voice, like, so full power. But then there are parts where she'll duck into her falsetto, you can hear, and then I don't know, man. But in saying that, to continue that, it really depends on how often and how frequent the gigs are. I mean, if you're doing maybe 4 gigs a week, maybe 3, I don't know. It'd be tough, man. You'd be cooked by the end of the tour. You'd have to be having days where you wouldn't even be able to talk. Like, I've seen bands with like vocalists don't even talk. They just got something they're going to write stuff down on because they're not allowed to talk. But she's phenomenal, man. She's honestly phenomenal what she does, and she does it with effortless. And I was going to say, like, just quickly in the other previous song, I think I'm kind of getting lost now, but one of the ones that was sung by Annette from the Imaginarium album. I love her. I love her sound on the albums, but in fairness to Floor, like when you see Annette perform live back in the day of videos of her performing with Nightwish, she's got like her power live is nothing on Floor. Floor is just, her voice, man, is like, the power in her voice is insane. Yeah, it's phenomenal.
You could almost say it's flawless.
It is flawless.
Had to get that in there. Yeah, and then there's Empor again. He gets a solo, which is pretty cool.
Yeah,
I was kind of hanging for the solo. Mate gets a solo. I was pumped. And again, very melodic, very tasteful. Wasn't going into business for himself. He was just playing what was needed for the tune. And again, like one thing I've noticed with his technique, especially not so much when he's playing quickly because it's really hard to see. When he's playing slow melodic lines, it's very, I don't know, his hands look kind of shaky or tentative, or he puts them in weird, positions like that.
Yeah.
That whole last line of that
Yeah.
guitar solo was just his middle finger, and the other fingers were like tucked away behind the fretboard, and he was just kind of
I saw that.
just kind of sliding up.
He just went like that, like up and down the neck, or whatever finger was doing,
Yeah, and I guess obviously, sliding around has its own sound as well. It just seemed like a quirky fingering choice to kind of play that line. It's just an observation. It's not a knock, but it just little quirky things that, I've kind of seen when he plays slower parts, his fingers are, I know he's very kind of meticulous in what he does, but just odd finger choices for, some of those lines that he's doing. But again, very melodic solo, cool, tasteful, sounded good. Again, can't knock it. And for me, the highlight of the track was something, I don't want to say basic, but just the double kick, man. Like as soon as that kicked in, we were both just like, like getting pumped about that double kick. A good double kick placed strategically in a song sets it off. So
absolutely. Good. Now we've probably mentioned everyone else bar the drummer. I think his name. I think I pronounce it. I think it's a silent J. I think it's Yuka. I think it's either Juka or Yuka. Nightwish fans, you'll correct me. But he's phenomenal. He's a flawless drummer, and just holds it down. And he's got. It's really interesting, man. If you listen to their albums, he's kind of like a Van Halen in a way that his snare sound. He has this very unique snare sound that's consistent on all their albums. I'm not sure if you've ever noticed it. Have you ever noticed that Van Halen's snare sound? That it has this very sort of same sort of stuff. He has this particular sound that he uses, and it's through most of the albums. It's not a really high cracking sort of sound. I know that's just what I get from it when I hear them. He has this through their albums, and he has this really interesting snare sound that continues. But anyway, nonetheless, he's a phenomenal drummer. Does a smashing job, like amazing. Yeah.
So very good. Another killer track. I think I was hoping when it started and you said, ballad. I was hoping it would be a ballad, and it started off that way. I'm like, man, it's going to be just this cool, this cool slow song with feeling. And, I'll probably tear up by the end of it. And then the drums kicked in. I'm like, no, we're on the ride again, So
straight away it's like, and then straight in.
So I would literally be super, super excited to hear some kind of, foreigner style ballad delivered by these guys,
Absolutely.
Some kind of, like Carrie by Europe, like something like that. Just, just something, just because the way Floor's vocals are, the way the keyboards sound, dude, like it lends itself to something like that for sure. So
absolutely.
Hopefully one of these other tracks is some kind of a slowed down, stripped back ballad, but we'll see. It's pot luck at the moment. See how we go.
Awesome, guys. Thanks again for joining us on track 5. We're going to work our way through them all. Once again, leave your thoughts in the comments. We'd love to hear your feedback. Consider subscribing if you haven't already. Thanks to all the new subscribers, and we will catch you on track 6 and the next video. Catch you soon.
See you guys.
Real